Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes of all teenagers. Hi. We're going to be playing some GTA today. I have spent the last couple of days trying to figure out, how will a GTA stream work, especially given the fact that I've actually had some difficulty streaming GTA in the past, on several different occasions, under very different circumstances, not on this channel. I would love to stream some GTA. It's one of those games I go back to continuously, although recently I've been rather busy. It's just a fun game. It's a fun game, and having tried to figure out over the last day and a half of what I want to play for stream, I think GTA works great. I think it works great. There's a lot of maintenance stuff we can do. I've got a ton of money in this game. I've had this game for a long time. Got a ton of money in this game. And I've got a lot of maintenance stuff I can do. I could spend a whole 3 hours just doing maintenance for my different businesses in the game. So why not do that, Have it be, a bit more laid back. I would love to go ahead and interact with chat if there's anyone out there who's actually going to be talking about stuff other than just, "Oh boy, you're playing GTA." Yes, I'm playing GTA. Yeah, standard stuff. We will jump over to the game as soon as the game opens here, which looks like it's about to happen. That's right, I always forget it takes it takes a second or two to go ahead and open up on the game capture window. Please show. Please show. Ugh. Because I know you can hear it. Well, I don't know. The audio might be a little low for stream right now, but I know that it can be heard. There we go. That took way longer than necessary to load in. Okay. Okay. My mouse is going to be a little slow here. But I'd love to be able to stream some GTA. It has been a rather weird time trying to get this stream or trying to get GTA to a place where I can stream it. I don't know why necessarily. There shouldn't be an issue. I've got very solid internet. But for one reason or another, this does not like to be streamed. Okay, come on. Are we good? It looks like we might actually be... Whoa, hello. That's right, This is one thing I don't do. I do not play on public lobbies. I do not play public lobbies for the express purpose of I don't want to play with cheaters. I don't want to play with cheaters. And it took me way too long to figure out the closed crew sessions. The closed crew sessions allow me to do the exact same things as open crew as open sessions would. Boss. All right, I'm looking over. There's a little bit of lag. I hope that it does get cleared up here in a second or so. Okay, one thing that does kind of suck is I have to turn off all the music. Not happy that I had to turn off all the music, because some of it's good. I prefer Los Santos rock radio. But that's not particularly surprising. That's very me. But yeah, I had to go ahead and turn off all the music. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and... Ooh, what do I want to check first? I think we'll go to the arcade first. Oh, you know what I can do? What I can do is I can put on other music for you guys to go ahead and enjoy. Let's do some hi-fi stuff. Yeah, that'll work. Awesome. Look, it's a game whose audio kind of matches the music audio. The music levels, that is. I always leave the oppressor outside for a couple reasons. One, this is not its location. This is not its garage. But on top of that, it's just so much easier to use the oppressor for every mission. So if I leave it outside, then the vehicle automatically shows up for whatever mission I'm going to do. Okay. Let's deal with your nightclub stuff first. And it's a nice, easy one, too. It's not a particularly annoying one to take care of. We'll go for this one over here, and then we'll go for the one closest to our nightclub. Come on. There we go. Just had to get the marker just right. I really do hope there's not lag going on the stream end of things, because the OBS is handling it fine. It'd be real nice if there weren't problems here. I don't know if there's a way to fix that or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Part of me is concerned that it's just going to continue being this way until I get something, like fiber or whatever. I am looking forward to GTA 6, if only for better combat AI.
You're gonna die, motherfucker! Watch out!
You fucking asshole! Oh, fuck!
Okay. Oh, that's right. This is an explosives one. Okay. Different than Gerald asking me to go and steal stuff. Very different. There we go. Hell yeah.
You know, you remind me of an old friend of mine. No questions asked kind of style.
Okay. Thanks for telling us about Nico Bellic. I don't know why my hair's doing this weird thing. It looks like there's 2 layers to it. I don't know why it's doing that. It does not make sense to me. Ooh, we'll be taking that vehicle next, that's for sure. There we go. Hello. You belong to me now. There we go. Ooh, hold on, what are we driving? Okay. I don't think it's definitely not a new car, it just sounds good. Sounds good and it's got a pretty solid solid body to it. If I were weird about cars like my friend is, I would say the car has a very nice body. Oh no. It's gonna remove a little bit from my payout, but okay. Okay, little rusty, little rusty. Let's, you know, stop being rusty. Little rusty. It's been a month and a half, maybe, since I've played this game. Of course, if this doesn't work out, we could, of course, always do some AR challenges. Could always do some AR challenges, which would be funny. Definitely experiencing some lag, and I don't understand why. Well, that's dumb. What do I have to do? Do I have to, does it want me to absolutely ruin the image quality of my game in order to run it for stream? That would suck. Oh, that would suck, man. Some games really do not like to be streamed. You know, before we get too far into this, I would love to see if there's a solution to streaming this game. Because I've got really good hardware. This should not be a problem. Really good hardware and next to the best internet I can get in the area. I don't have fiber, but I've still got 500 both ways. This should not be a problem. It'd be super easy for me. So, I'm going to see about fixing this. I'm keeping the camera on. No, this is just, hey, if GTA is lagging for you, not about the stream, it's just about GTA itself. Okay, let's see about this. This might be funny. This might be funny. Let's watch this and check it out. See what happens.
के अंदर GTA 5 इंस्टॉल्ड है और आप चाहते हैं इसको रिकॉर्ड करके YouTube पे डालने का, तो कैसे रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं फुल HD जो कि 1080p 60 fps पे, आज इस वीडियो में मैं आपको वही बताऊंगा। तो अगर आप इस चैनल पर नए हैं तो ज़रूर से इस वीडियो को लाइक कर दीजिए और हमारे जो चैनल के सब्सक्राइब बटन है उसको प्रेस कर दीजिए और रैंडम गाइड गेमिंग के जो मेंबर है आप बन जाइए। यहाँ पे बहुत सारे गेमिंग के वीडियोस अब आने वाले हैं अब इस चैनल के अंदर, तो GTA 5 रिलेटेड हर कोई अपडेट आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाएंगे। तो कैसे आपको यहाँ पे
Hold on. The subtitles auto-translate to English, please.
1080p 60 fps रिकॉर्ड करना है, जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं मेरा यहाँ पे गेम प्ले चल रहा है और मैं ये गेम प्ले कर रहा हूँ पूरा के पूरा 1080p 60 fps पे रिकॉर्ड। तो कैसे आपको करना होगा इस वीडियो में मैं आपको बताऊंगा। तो चलिए इस वीडियो को यहाँ पे शुरू करते हैं।
This is a video that came out 9 months ago. Just to be very clear. This is a video that came out 9 months ago. It should still apply. It has been so long since I've heard that song from NCS.
तो गाइस अगर आप इस चैनल पर नए आए हैं द रैंडम गाय गेमिंग पे, तो अगर आप सब्सक्राइब कर लेंगे तो आपको बहुत सारे वीडियोस मिलेंगे GTA 5 रिलेटेड आप कुछ आगे आने वाले दिनों में। तो जैसे कि आप मैंने बताया, पहले मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ मेरा GTA 5 जो है वो किस सेटिंग्स पे रन कर रहा है। तो मेरा पीसी का जो सेटिंग्स है आप रैम है AMD 5 Ryzen जो कि 4600H है।
4600H. Oh, is he doing this on a laptop? Interesting.
जो रैम है यहाँ पे 16GB जो कि 15.4GB आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है।
I'm understanding what he's saying. Don't worry, I get it. Not a problem.
आपको यहाँ पे GPU दिख जाएगा जो कि NVIDIA का
graphics card 1650. I think this is a laptop.
यहाँ पे दिख जाएगा।
I mean the graphics card's fine, but I think this is a laptop.
यहाँ पे प्ले कार्ड ज़्यादा मिलते हैं, क्रैक है यहाँ बेस्ट होता है। भी यहाँ पे रिकॉर्ड इस पे और मैं यहाँ पे को नहीं मिला बता देता हूँ। तो यहाँ पे सेटिंग्स पे आने के लिए आपको यहाँ पे सेटिंग्स पे क्लिक करना होगा। आपके यहाँ डिस्प्ले पे आना होगा और डिस्प्ले के आने के बाद जो जो चीज़ें आपको यहाँ पे दिख जाएगी ऐसी तरह से आपको करके रखना होगा। ग्राफिक्स के आने के बाद आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है, आपको मेरे पास जो 4GB का 1650 का ग्राफिक्स कार्ड है उसमें से यहाँ पे 1835 MB जो कि 1.8GB के करीब यहाँ पे यूज़ हो रहा है। और जो स्क्रीन टाइप है मैं यहाँ पे विंडोज वर्जन यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, तो ताकि मेरा FPS बहुत अच्छे से यहाँ पे यूज़ हो जाए, जो कि फ्रेम ड्रॉप ना है देख सकते इसी रेज़ोल्यूशन से रिकॉर्डिंग कर पाएंगे। उसके बाद आपको यहाँ पे
FXAA and MSAA off, VSync on, VSync on.
पॉज गेम ऑन फोकस लॉस इसको भी ऑन करके
Basically no population density or variety.
FPS हाई पे रखा है, कोई भी नॉर्मल पे नहीं है। कुछ चीज़ें आपको नॉर्मल
Okay, I will say it's interesting that all the other settings are on high. Okay. I mean, look, it's worth a try, you know? It's worth a try. I don't know. This could be mysteriously enough the most useful video on the platform for solving this issue, because it's kind of the only one I've seen for solving this issue today. Granted, there's probably others, but I enjoy the novelty of the fact that it's all in Hindi. And sitting here trying to understand, yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I get it. I totally know what you're saying. Me, you know, 100%. I look like I know Hindi for sure. Damn, you know, my hair was perfectly fine this morning. I have no idea what happened. What or why. Okay, we're going to stay on the camera for now, just until I get these settings handled, and then we'll switch over to the stream. Hopefully, we'll be okay. I don't know if maybe I should have opened this up in single player just to see if there's a difference in terms of the stream. Because if there's a stream difference for me having opened this in online versus single player, then okay, that's an understandable difference there. We're not connected to the online service, and the online services might just be a massive strain on the streaming end of things. Okay, that would be interesting, but you know, still need to know. Still need to know. So other than no FXAA or MSAA, everything else on his settings were high and then softer on the shadows. Oh yeah, and VSync was on. Ugh. Everyone hates VSync. All my homies hate VSync. As we rightly should. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to head back into single player just to see if maybe there's a difference. I hope there's a difference because it would be very interesting. It would at least individually be a very interesting thing to find out. Let alone in terms of what that means for streaming this game. Okay. Okay, here we are. We're in the game. We're in the game. See, the odd thing here is I have 0 dropped frames. No dropped frames at all. This shouldn't be a problem for me. I've got no dropped frames. Bitrate is looking just perfectly fine. This was also the case for streaming online as well. But it's okay. We'll deal with it here. We'll try to handle it here. This shouldn't be a problem for me. Or they need to be restarted. Whatever. Maybe it's because the population density stuff, it would need to be restarted. I guess I could understand that. So let's try this again. We're now in windowed. All my homies hate windowed. Uh-oh. I'm worried this is not going to solve the problem. Which would be granted, I know, we didn't watch the entire video. I get that. But if this alone is a massive change, then that's great. I'd love that to be the case. I don't think it'll be the case, but I'd love for that to be the case. It is taking forever for this game to show up on stream. And I don't know why. There should be no trouble whatsoever. Now, of course, if we do end up getting this working, the real question is, do I leave all this stuff in for the stream? Or do I go an extra hour and cut all this stuff out? Probably not cutting all this stuff out. Just being completely honest, I'm probably not cutting it out because the only stuff I cut out of streams are genuine time wasters, like starting soon, be right, and the be right back stuff. That's the only time I really cut something out of a stream. Or I guess out of a VOD. Except for one case. There's one case with one of my Arkham VODs where I was working on the AR, the first time I was working on AR challenges, not in the AR challenges playlist, but when I was trying to get enough AR challenges completed so that I could use the what am I trying to say? Getting enough AR challenges completed so that I could use the upgrade points to finish up my upgrades. We're just going back into the loop. Okay. At that point, I had very clearly I had cut out the whole section where I had done AR challenges because it was about an hour's worth of content that simply well, it ended up not reaching our goal whatsoever, so I cut that out of the VOD and uploaded it separately as a supplemental video. Which I mean, it could go into the it definitely could go into the AR challenges tab, and I might end up putting that in the AR challenges playlist. But, you know, it wasn't. Hi, Hylian Jack. Nice to know you're dead. There we go. Much nicer. Much nicer. Okay. It's the evening, as it always is. I never jump in and it's morning. I never jump in and have it be morning. It just never happens to me. Okay, let's hope that this solved things for me. I should also check the advanced settings, but first I want to see if this did anything for me. Because if this did, wonderful. Do we need to restart? I hope not. Okay, we're looking good so far. Hey, look at us. Look at us. We're looking good so far. I'm looking over at the OBS VOD. We're looking just fine. Our nightclub is at capacity. That's wonderful. Let me go ahead and reload my stream dashboard just to make sure that we're all caught up still, hopefully. I don't know. Are we? Are we caught up? Yay! Yes, we are caught up. Awesome. Look at us. Look at us. It's working. Okay, so what we sacrifice is population density, which is fine. And we sacrifice high resolution flyovers, which again is fine. Not the end of the world. Actually no, I can just go right in, can't I? Because we're at capacity. Might as well just go right in. Might as well just go right in. Ooh, thank God. You cannot see the Steam overlay. All right. I really do hope that I have permanently solved this issue with streaming this game. I really hope so. Because I cannot I cannot explain exactly how long it has been that I have been working on this. Oh, I am very sorry, but I cannot take this phone call right now. I'm gonna have to let them know. Okay. All right. Let's, oh yes, that's right. This is not necessarily where I wanted to spawn back into, but I get it. Oh yeah, and it's quiet. That's right, of course, it's quiet, because I can't, I can't have the music playing, because it's all copyright stuff. Oh, that's really funny. I've never had this happen before. Walking through a clearly explosive nightclub. A dead silence. I love this. This is a lot funnier this way, actually. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and handle this other dude. Who very clearly does need some help. Where's he going? The hospital or his home? Okay.
Marcel?
10 minutes, well, just under 10 minutes to go, a couple miles. Not the end of the world, as long as I don't wake him up. Let's hope I don't wake him up. You know what I can do? Gonna see about doing this. Never do this while you drive, ladies and gentlemen. Never do this while you drive. Nope, okay, I can't. Never mind. Oh boy. Makes this a lot funnier, actually. Because now it's just absolute dead silence in GTA. I had to take precautions. I had to turn off every single music setting just in case, because I would love to still make money one day off of the stream or the VOD and not have 300 copyright strikes because I used music in a game. I really do hope that's one thing that they solve for the licensing issues for GTA 6, because they definitely will have licensed music in the game. I do hope that either one of the only things I like about Suicide Squad game is that they have a streamer mode, so the music is different. And it's not, you know, copywritten stuff. Either they have a setting like that, or, preferably, they fix licensing issues so that if you are streaming and or playing this game, you are not subject to the same licensing concerns as, you know, as you would be if you were just re-uploading the music on its own. It would be really nice if that wasn't a problem. Do I see it being a problem still? Yes. Because the music industry does not like digital content. Well, the music industry does not like sharing their digital content. They do not like playing by the rules. They never did like playing by the rules. Oh boy, I really gotta be careful here. The VIP is definitely gonna get spooked. I gotta be super, super slow. Which is dumb. Because really I'm just making it more of a problem for everybody else behind me. I basically just have to keep tapping. It'd be very funny if I failed this right at the end. Well, it'd be funny to me. It would suck, but it would be funny to me. Okay. Awesome. Let me go ahead and turn on some music. That's better. Much nicer.
You better have something good to say. You ain't going nowhere.
Get behind
Back it up.
Hey, you winged me. Good job. Good job. Okay. It's funny that it's weed, but sure. This is California we're talking about. 28/11/97. Was that one of the devs' birthdays? Well, no, this game would have been 2013. He would have been... no, it could have been. Definitely could have been. Wait, no, what am I saying? Of course it couldn't have been. 97, 2017 would have been 20 years. He would have, no, yeah, it couldn't have been. Dude would have been 16. Maybe one of the devs' kids? Something like that? You know, something. Something's going on there. Okay, well, it's good to know that the bunker has been resupplied, because I did recently get bunker raided. No, that's a solid silhouette.
G'day, boss. This...
Ooh, that was a little drunk, but sure. Okay. Oh, we're good on the nightclub. Wonderful. Then yeah, let's do some of this. We're good on all the research, which means everything is manufacturing now. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, my stuff got stolen. My stuff got stolen.
We might...
Okay, I believe we're stealing a railgun, right? Or something like that. And if we're heading down, oh, actually, it may, well, may not be a, no, it would still be a railgun. We're going to their harbor, aren't we? We're going to whatever their private dockyard is, I believe. Which is great, because that means I can just fly in there, take care of everything, and then head out. All right. Yo. I'm not particularly sure how to pronounce your name. I'm gonna go with Alchemimi. But anyway, thank you very much. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you are too. Thank you very much for the follow. Very kind. Unnecessary, but very kind. I'm just kidding. Please don't unfollow. Oh. I'm doing real solid, though. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. Come on, there we go. Why am I terrible at this? Okay, who else do we have in here? Do we really just have guys there down at the end? Wow, population density really meant population density, didn't it? Come on, move your head. Right then. I'm doing pretty well. I am doing pretty well. I don't know if you caught the earlier message. Thank you very much for following me. I am doing good. I believe your name is pronounced Alchemimi. I don't know. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that again. Not my intention. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. I mean, come on, it's Valentine's Day and I'm shooting things in California. I can't be too upset. I can't be too upset. Oh, Amanda, nice to meet you. Although I do not suggest you give out your real name on the internet. It's very, very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. All right, come on.
I'm gonna drop you!
Yeah, okay. You can try. Come on, man. You were yelling at me out here. Where are you? You down below? You were yelling at me. You should probably not be too far. Whatever. Oh, 22. Awesome. As of a couple days ago, I became 23. As of just a couple days ago. Oh, damn. That was real quick. That was a real quick death. Oh no. Okay, good thing we're towards the front entrance, though. Makes it a lot easier. Alright, come on. Let's get moving. Other than the last few days, because I've had some family stuff going on and my schedule's been a bit weird, I do my best to stream most days. The ideal scenario would be daily streaming, but most days you can find me here.
They got sentries!
He's hit! Close it!
I'm pretty new to it as well. I've been doing this for just about 45 days at this point, something around there. I did the math a couple streams back. You know, pretty new to it. Pretty new to it. Very happy with my progress Very happy with my progress for just about 45 days, but, you know, still rather new. Rather new, which I'm sure you could tell. Not a particularly high viewer count on this stream. But, you know, it happens. It's good. The VODs actually do pretty solid. Most of them. They do pretty solid. Alright, let's get moving. Let's get moving. They are not going to stop. They are not going to stop. I should have put away... Damn it, I should have put away the money earlier, shouldn't I? I should not have forgotten that I had money on me. Ouch. Well, no use in handling it now. We need to get moving. Alright, come on. Come on. Oh, and you know, to further answer the question of when I stream, I tend to try to stream between 3 and 6. If I can go for a full 3 hours, I try to stream from 3 or 3:30 onwards. Just because, you know, I find it the best time to stream. I'm free at this time. People are getting home from, you know, school or work or whatever at this time. It's a good time to stream. I stream too late, then I can't get the VOD up before the next day. You know, a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff. Not necessarily important stuff, but a bunch of stuff. Really does look like we've solved the lag problem, which I'm very happy about. There we go. All right. Oh, thank God. We got one of the closer drop-offs this time. I usually get the super far drop-offs. I mean, you know, a little bit of both. A little bit of both to answer your question about streaming. I would love to have this become a job of mine. 100%. That'd be awesome if I was able to make money doing this stuff. But, you know, I enjoy doing this as well. I enjoy doing this. But yeah, you know, I think everyone who streams, whether it's their main goal or in the back of their mind, they would all love to turn it into, you know, turn it into their job at some point. And that would be really cool. That would be really cool. But yeah, usually I get like the 3 mile away drop-off locations for this stuff, which sucks because I can't actually shoot out the back of this thing. So those, the Merryweather guys who are going to come after me are not easy to handle when I cannot shoot backwards, and it defaults me to unarmed. I guess not Merryweather this time. This time it's Koreans, I think? Is that Koreans? I don't know. I know we've interacted with Koreans in some of the missions in the game. I'm not not able to tell the difference in the voices well enough. It has been too long since I've spoken to Korean people. Awesome. I'm just vibing with the music over here. It's just good stuff. Okay, I don't want to do the phone call stuff right now. I would like to... oh yes, we have some auto shop stuff to do. So to answer your question about, investing with the streams, I guess I'd need to know more about what you mean about that. Do you mean, well, I don't even really know what you would mean. So yeah, if you could clarify what you mean by investing in my streams, then perhaps I could give you an answer to that one. If you mean, buying custom artwork or stuff from a more cosmetic viewpoint, I've had that question asked a few times, and that's not really my goal right now. I do enjoy the art style for things that I have developed over a period of time. I've done a lot of freelance graphic design work, and I've come to appreciate the style that I've developed. So for the time being, until I find it like super necessary to change stuff up, or like it's an important enough time to change things, probably not artwork. But if you could clarify what you mean, I could probably give you a more complete answer. Let's see, olive green. Not racing green, British racing green. Okay, we want some street brakes. Sports transmission and turbo tuning. Arch extensions. Front bumper. With twin canards, okay? Or canards, I don't know how it's properly pronounced. And then, of course, the shotgun. Okay. You want some high-end carbon solars. Oh. Alright, let's be careful with how we drive this thing. I want to get there in a timely manner, but I also want to make my money. I also want to get my full payout. Granted, traffic density is a lot lighter now, so probably not the biggest concern. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Very lucky that that did not take away from my payment. Very lucky. Oh, hello. Ooh. Solid parking job. Okay. So I think maybe a couple things got a bit lost in translation. I don't necessarily know if English is your first language. That is by no means meant to insult what your language skills are, but there's a few things that just aren't particularly clear in what you're speaking about. In terms of, once again, in terms of the artwork stuff, I'm simply not looking for any custom art excuse me, custom art pieces right now. I'm very happy with my own art style. If the time comes where I think it's necessary to change these things, I will look to see what's out there. I've spoken to several great artists who have gone ahead and asked about this stuff on stream. So, you know, I've got several people to go ahead and run through. But if you'd like me to consider you when I deem the time necessary, you can go ahead and send me samples or examples of your work over on my Twitter, which should be easy enough to find. And I don't necessarily know what you mean by "you will make me affiliated." So if you could clarify what that means, that would also be rather helpful.
What's up? Bye.
All right, let's go ahead and take care of this. Lots of maintenance stuff to do. Oh. The Futo. Okay. I don't know if I've collected the Futo before. It'll be interesting. I probably have collected the Futo and I just don't remember doing so. Hold on, I'm gonna need to go ahead and take a pause here and actually read through the whole of what you just said there. I love paragraph messages. It just takes a second. Okay. I'm not sure if that explains what you mean by "you will get me affiliated." Do you mean, okay, just a simple, before you go ahead and write a response, just a simple yes or no. When you say "you will get me affiliated," do you mean that if I purchase something from you, you will share me with you will share my content with enough people that I will very quickly become affiliated through the Kick channels or through the proper Kick systems. Is that what you mean? You'll share me with enough people that I'll get people on the stream, and then through that process, I will become affiliated because Kick will notice me. Okay. Well, that's a very kind offer. It's a very kind offer. I'm glad I understood what you were saying, because I want to make sure that I very clearly know what you're trying to tell me. It's a very kind offer. That's not how I'm looking to do business here. I'm not looking to, cheat my way. Not that that's necessarily cheating, but I'm not looking to rely on the sort of the classic follow me, I'll follow you back tactics for a lot of internet stuff. I would like to do this organically, and that simply does not seem like an organic growth method to me. I don't want to game the system. I would rather just, do all this the way it was intended. It's a very kind offer, and I do not want you to think that I'm in any way trying to say you're doing the wrong thing here by offering that. It's very kind, and you're welcome to watch for as long as you want. I'm simply not looking to run my streams like that. I'm fairly certain you and I have different definitions of organic growth. For me, organic growth is not, well, because I bought something from someone, they shared me with everybody, and therefore a lot of people come to my streams. Organic growth for me is, creating the content I create, finding whatever my niche audience is, because again, I'm only 45-ish days into this. I'm brand new. I should not expect to have a big audience 45 days in. That would be inorganic. I'm only 45 days in. I need to find my niche audience and produce the kind of content that audience wants. That's my definition of organic growth. This doesn't seem to fit that definition. And it's entirely possible you and I simply have different definitions of organic growth. And if that's the case, then that's the case. We may not be able to come to an agreement on this, but like I previously said, you are more than welcome to watch for as long as you want. I'm not going to be mean about it. Not gonna argue with you over it. And if you end up if you end up wanting to not watch for whatever reason, then by all means, it is no problem here. I'm very happy you joined for as long as you did. But to be very clear, I'm not going to look for strategies to grow my Kick channel that include me buying things from other people. That is just not something I'm looking to do. So if I find my niche audience, if my niche audience finds me, they will have found me with what I currently have. So they would likely. Okay, this is one of the difficult parts. Thank you. That's very kind. Very quickly, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the camera just so that I can focus. Okay, so to be very clear, and I have explained this a couple of times on stream before. I grew up in California. I was fortunate enough to be able to speak with a lot of content creators from California and who moved to that area and ask them, okay, what made you successful at this? What were your strategies for finding success doing these things? Their advice was consistently, just be consistent with your content. Make sure your content is as quality as you can make it. And I asked them, please explain what you mean by the quality of the content. Do you mean visually? Do you mean in terms of my energy for the thing. What their suggestion was, do not focus on the aesthetics of your content. First, focus on the objective qualities of the content. Can you make it entertaining? Do you have good audio? Because good audio is significantly more important than good video. And can you do so for a long enough amount of time that makes that engages with your audience? Those were sort of the big things that they're consistently, these were their number one suggestions when I asked about the visual elements of things, because I myself am very visually minded. I developed an art style. I developed an art style to make all of my own custom assets for things. They said, that's great. It's cool that you can do that. It is not important for the growth of a channel, for the graphics of something to necessarily be, competitive with one person or the other. That's not the biggest concern. And I'm not just using the examples of, content creators I had the opportunity to speak to. I've also done research on these things. I've looked at research that has been done on these things. The most important aspects of growing your audience are, one, consistency, which is why I do my best to stream every single day at a consistent time, and two, the engagement with your audience, in fact, the sort of graphic elements, unless this were an art stream, of course, but the graphic elements of everything are significantly less important in these studies than the engagement with the content, the excitement that the presenter has for the content that they're making, and their ability to do so consistently. So it's very kind of you it's extremely kind of you to go ahead and suggest these things to me. I think it's great. There's been a lot of people who have come onto these streams. You can go back. There's several VODs where I've addressed this sort of situation before. It's very, very kind. And when the time comes, when I feel it necessary to go ahead and make these changes to the graphics of my content, I definitely plan on, reaching out to a bunch of people who have offered to help. Absolutely. I've seen several portfolios already of people who have offered, and I like their work. I am on Instagram. I'm not on there very often, so I would prefer that you send me that you go ahead and DM me on Twitter, because that's going to be a much easier way to reach me. I use Twitter every day. I mean, one of the notifications I put up for when I'm streaming, I put it up on Twitter. I check my Twitter regularly. That will be a much more consistent way to get a hold of me than Instagram. It just will be. All right. Well, I recognize that you don't use Twitter, so perhaps instead go ahead and email me. I do have a business email specifically set up for content creation stuff, if you would prefer to do so that way. Like I said, you can follow me on Instagram, CNP_Christian, but I'm not on there very often. It's just the way it is. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. We're back to the game. Yay. Okay. I should probably put out a video explaining this at some point, being like, "Hey, thank you guys for all of your offers to help," but I'm not currently looking, because it's very nice. It is very nice, but I'm just, when I find it necessary, I will go ahead and contact people who want to help. But right now, not really my highest priority. Not really my highest priority. I'm much more interested in being consistent in my content. Oh, okay. It's time to go ahead and recover my my nightclub property. This is what happens when you play often, or I guess when you haven't played for a while. You jump in and all the worst case scenarios start happening, of course. Oof. Okay. All right. Okay, they were not carrying my property, which sucks. Okay, what about you? Were you carrying my property? No, you weren't. Okay, it's gotta be you three. It literally has to be you three. All right. Let's go ahead and grab that last. Go ahead and grab that last piece of property. All right, let's get back to the nightclub. You know, I'm thinking about it, and it's weird that I'm thinking about it, because I'm not super hungry right now. But, I will be soon. I'm trying to figure out, what am I gonna eat? For like half a second, I could swear that I smelled, Taco Bell, but I'm currently the only one in my house. My roommate is out. There literally could not be Taco Bell. And besides that, the only thing I really like at Taco Bell is a seasonal item that used to not be a seasonal item, but now it is a seasonal item. It's the double-decker taco supremes. Oh man, those were the best thing. They were the best thing. They were around until like the middle of 2020.
Nice. Oh, smooth.
And they just phased them out, which is something that Taco Bell had planned on doing since early 2019 anyway. They'd been phasing out a few different items, but those were always my favorite because you got a couple things, okay? You got a couple of good things. You got the exterior layer soft shell taco. Then in between the soft shell and the hard shell, you had a layer of the refried beans. Oh, so good. So good. It was the best. And of course you go for the supreme version because you get the tomatoes and you get the sour cream. The sour cream, you need sour cream with your Taco Bell. It's the best way to go. Best way to go. It was my favorite item there. There was a time I could eat like 5 of them in a sitting, which is absurd. No one should eat that much Taco Bell ever, let alone in one sitting. But there was a time I used to be able to do that, and it sucks that they turned it into a seasonal item, because I never know when it's going to come back. The last time it came back was the middle of December. Well, no, it was the period between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, yeah, I guess middle of December. I guess December. And then it was gone. I don't know how that's a seasonal item for, for the holiday period, but I guess. I guess it could be. But it was weird. It was weird. Very weird. Delicious, because I saw it, and I was able to grab some. I was working, and for work I do delivery. I do delivery stuff like DoorDash and all that. And so I was able to pick some up because I was working on a Taco Bell delivery. And I saw it there, and it was awesome. This is the first time it had been there since, as far as I could tell, it was the first time in 3 years it had been available. But it was only there for a short amount of time, and it sucked. It was I was very sad that it was only there for a short amount of time. Maybe that's a video I do sometime. Maybe sometime I do a deep dive into what it's like to be a DoorDash delivery driver. That could be an interesting video. It could be an interesting mini documentary I could work on. That'd be fun. Be very fun. I mean, filming it would be very easy. I could literally just set up a camera mount in my car and then film me doing my job. Yeah, that would work. That would work quite well. But I've already got a ton of other documentary and video essay stuff I'm working on. I've got the 3 Arkham videos I'm working on. I've got some different shows and movies I'm working on talking about. I've got too many things that I'm trying to turn into content right now. There's no need there's no need at the moment for me to go ahead and get any more convoluted with my content. I always make the wrong turn. There's no need for me to add more to my already very heavy content list that I'm working on. And it's 4 Arkham video essays, not 3. Origins and the Rocksteady trilogy. And I'm also looking for good stories to tell that are relatively easy for me to travel to in order to, film on location. Which is not the easiest thing in the world. I am currently in school in the middle of the country. And so everything is a bit distant. Everything is a bit distant from each other. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I certainly like it out here. Much nicer pace than California. It's just a little more difficult to get to stories because, everything isn't right next to each other. Alright, we're going for Weenie Easy. Okay. Might as well. Might as well. I don't like that it's nighttime. I really do hate the night cycle in this game. I like that there is a night cycle. I just hate that it always seems like it's a much longer cycle than the day cycle in this game. Like, I get that it's winter right now. And that we are still, we have still fallen back. We have not sprung forward yet. But I would like to solve this. There we go. All right. So it would not show right now on the actual stream page because we did have some lag issues earlier, but we are an hour and a half into the stream. We're about halfway through. Honestly, felt like time flew, but you know, maybe that's just good conversation. Good conversation will do that for you. Thank you, Amanda, for good conversation topics. If you're still watching. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Also, really cool that we hit 15 followers today for the stream. That's awesome. That is awesome. 15 followers. Wow. That is genuinely really, really cool. All right. Very close. I really hate doing this in the dark, but we are very close. Very close. Only about a mile and a half out. Okay. You know, I wonder how much I would enjoy playing the simulation games with, you know, with the real with the steering wheel and the whole deal. I wonder how much I'd enjoy playing those. I wonder. I've got a couple friends who swear by them as being awesome games. But like me, they can also be very obsessive about one particular thing that they really like to do. So, you know, I take it with a grain of salt because they can be very obsessive about it. But, you know, I'm sure there is definitely some entertainment in it. And interestingly enough, there are some people who have not only learned but become hyper proficient at driving different vehicles by doing so in some of these simulators, which is really funny to me. It's really funny to me, but it's really cool. It's really cool that you can get that detailed with some of these games, because ultimately that's what simulators should be able to do. A simulation game should be able to make you extremely proficient at flying or driving or operating whatever the vehicle happens to be, you know, with enough time and practice. Theoretically, that's exactly the purpose of a simulator. Does it always end up being that way? No. No. But they're fun. They're fun to watch. They're very fun to watch. And you know, me who was only given like 2 different stick driving lessons from a buddy of mine, I could probably benefit from learning how to drive stick through one of those simulators. Okay, I think we had another car show up at the auto shop. Not at the chop shop, the auto shop. Completely different. Even though they both have garages, they both essentially do the same thing. One of them is legitimate, so yeah, that would be the difference. That would be the difference. Yay, okay.
Hi.
Saxon Blue. That's another thing I've been getting into recently. Not that I haven't always been interested, but especially recently. I've been getting into Dark Age and medieval documentaries recently. Specifically, I guess specifically surrounding, you know, Britain, but in general, the larger Dark Ages through the Middle Ages, which would be between 400 AD or AD 400 and AD 1400, so almost 1,000 years of history there. It's really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. And that is 2 different. I'm not saying the Dark Ages and the Middle Ages are the same thing. They are 2 different periods of time. The Dark Ages are the period in between the fall of Rome and the Middle Ages, between the fall of Rome and approximately 1066, and then 1066 to the end of the 1400s is more or less the Middle Ages. You get a little murky there. You get some early modern stuff with, you know, guns being used while people are wearing full plate armor, stuff like that. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to learn about this kind of stuff. I have been asked many times by family members, why do you know these things, or how do you know these things? How do you whatever? I find something I'm interested in and try to find as much information on the thing. Not the hardest thing in the world to do. I would argue, not the hardest thing in the world to do. Just fun. Okay, secondary color skirt, right? Yeah. All right, let's deliver this bad boy. Please be bright out. No, wonderful. Okay. Of course not. That's right, it's only 3 in the morning. I don't particularly like that the clock is a 24-hour clock on our phones in this game, because this game is set in California. It's not set on this game should not be set on military time or, you know, broader international time. It should be set on US standard times, specifically Pacific, but, you know, US standard times in general, which means 2 sets of 12 instead of a single 24-hour clock. Definitely the way it should be handled. But that's more of an immersion thing for me than anything else. It's not difficult for me to read a 24-hour clock. It's just, you know, it's not very Californian. I would know. All right, lady. I don't know why you waited out here until 3 in the morning for this car, but okay. Good for you. Good for you. And I got my full payment. That's all I care about. I got my full payment. Oh, speaking of, because I just saw the notifications for all the things I was handed. Besides depositing the 5,000, let's go to Ponsonby's, because apparently there's some new clothing items that I have been awarded. Or just new clothing items that are available in general. Ooh, what car do I want? You know what? We're gonna do a whole immersion thing about this. Let's go to my office tower. Oh, come on. Oh, geez. Of course it spawned all the way out there. Let's go to my office tower. Let's pick out a car. Then we'll head over to Ponsonby's. Make a day of it. Make a day of it. Also, oh, hey, hold on. The hi-fi playlist is finished. Wow, very quick. Okay, we'll go to lo-fi. There we go. That works. I can't believe I just realized that.
I think she's fucking my friend. I go back to the hood.
Good for him, I guess. I don't know. All right. Now, where is the bike? Is it parked? No, of course it's okay, that is funny. It's parked in the bike lane in the middle of a driveway. That is funny. I enjoy that. Okay. Yeah, let's go to Ponsonby's. No, sorry. Let's go to the office tower first. Oh, I guess there's an exclusive music mix up here. That sounds kind of dumb, but sure, I guess there could be. I don't know why you would put it on a helipad of all places, but you know, why not? Why not? It's up here somewhere. Is it like directly on the helipad? No. No? Okay. Sure, why not? Whatever. Whatever. I don't really need to hear Winnie the Pooh's new mixtape. Not my biggest concern. Too many notifications. Okay, do I want something from Garage 2 or Garage 3? Probably Garage 3, if I had to guess. Yeah, Garage 2's nice, but I'm looking for a cruise. Not really looking to race. Oh. Okay, that was weird. I don't know if you guys heard the something falling. It was an old phone of mine that I keep around just because I've got a lot of pictures on there. It doesn't function as a phone anymore, to be perfectly clear. It does not function as a phone anymore. It's, man, is it old. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What do I could always bring out the Bond car. That would be fun. Ooh, but I haven't driven you around in a while. And I like your style. Let's see. What outfit do I have? Because I definitely have an outfit. What outfit do I have that would that fit? Nah, that's fine. Summer casual or country club? Yeah, country club. Hell yeah. All right. We want to go to a Ponsonby's. So, for those of you who know me very clearly, of course, I'm Wayne posting in this game massively. Always got to go for the Batman LARP. So all of my vehicles that are not jet black with a bunch of customizations have the Wayne license plate on them, and then of course, alternatively, you have the Batman license plate. Yeah, this is a fun car. This is a fun car to drive. We'll park in front of Ponsonby's. Or I guess ahead of Ponsonby's instead of behind it. Wonderful. Wonderful.
How are you? We have that in multiple colors.
Of course they have onesies. Why would this surprise me? Of course they have onesies. I've got all the golf outfits. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for...
That'll look great on you.
something new. I can't seem to find it. Okay, maybe it's not an outfit. Maybe it's an item. Ah. Bunch of turnips. Okay. Ugh. I do not like the faded look. I have never understood that. As someone coming from California, I've never understood the appeal of faded jeans. That just means they're old. Wear good jeans. Take care of your clothes. Okay, see, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I don't like the patchiness to it, but it's not faded, okay? It's not faded. It's got some color to it. Ugh. I also probably wouldn't wear turnips because I would rather not do that to my jeans. Oh, jean shorts. Why? Why would you do this? Although, granted, I could do a very funny Tobias Funke outfit with the jean shorts. I thought he just liked cutoffs. But why would you do that to me? It's horrendous. Okay, jogging... Oh, jeez. I mean, I get it. It's very Californian. It's very, you know... Very trendy, whatever. But it doesn't look good, you know? It does not look good.
You won't find those anywhere else.
Leather pants, there you go. That's what you want. You want leather pants. That's what we're here for. We're here for leather pants. Jeez. Okay, that's all the pant options, just making sure. Okay, here we go. Denim. Gee, of course, denim jackets. Alright, is all of this supposed to be a big Barbie reference? Is this all supposed to be, you know, you can do your Ken cosplay? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're supposed to be doing here? Just you can do your Ken cosplay? It's funny. But it looks bad. Looks real, like...
Did you find your size?
This is something I imagine Guy Fieri wearing, okay? I imagine Guy Fieri, and no disrespect on my man Guy Fieri, an icon in the industry. This is definitely something Guy Fieri would wear. It's very funny. As soon as I got the phone notification in game, my actual phone lit up. Very weird. Okay. See, some of these are okay. I don't like the super bright colors on a biker jacket, but I do like the general design of the biker jacket itself. The general design looks pretty solid. That's a good green. It's a very good green. I like the ox blood. That looks good. That looks good. I like it. Much softer shoulders. Much softer shoulders, but I like it. I had a jacket similar to this at one point. I don't know what happened to it. Probably, got lost when I moved or whatever, but I had a jacket like this. It was a really solid jacket too. Loved that jacket. Yeah, looks pretty good. Ooh. Oh, geez. Is this oh, man, a vinyl jacket? Never. Never. I don't need that. That looks horrible. Okay, racing jackets. These look cool. These do look cool. Very, when I think racing jackets, for one reason or another, I always think, like, 30-year-old British dudes. I don't get it. But that's the first thing I think of is just, 30-year-old British guy, probably into racing jackets. Also, that's a good blue. I wish it wasn't on a racing jacket, but it's a good blue. That looks good. That's a solid... I might actually use that at some point. I might use that. I do like the fitted racer jackets as well. I like the pattern on the shoulders. Yeah, that might be a better one to use. It's got lots of pockets. I like that it's got a lot of pockets. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to... Nope. There we go. This outfit. It's a nice outfit. I like it. It's a nice outfit, but I think I need to change up the jacket. I think I'm gonna go for that black fitted racer jacket. Yeah.
Take your time.
Oh, geez. Fleece gillets. Although, I'll need to mark this down for my buddy. He will find this a very useful outfit. Also that one. He's got a whole Green Arrow cosplay that he does in-game. Which, I'm not upset about. I do a Batman one. Looks solid. Wow, okay, you're just not gonna solve that problem for me, okay. That's a solid baseball jacket. I'll give him that.
You can't find your size.
Special tops. The anniversary tops. Oh, excuse me. Rockstar anniversary. Oh boy. And seasonal. What do I have? Wow, those look bad. They just do. Party shirts. Ugh. Oh no. Oh, again, very Guy Fieri. Very Guy Fieri. Can we get... Yeah, there we go. We found it. We found the Guy Fieri shirt. We found the Guy Fieri shirt. It's here. We got it. It's here, boys. We found the Guy Fieri shirt.
I can tell you have good taste.
Also, very... Hold on. Where is it? Very Tommy Bahama. Very Tommy Bahama. I'm not saying I don't like it, but very Tommy Bahama. Oh. New party shirts as well? Okay. Nope. Anything else? No? Okay. Oh. That looks horrendous. Again, very trendy, but that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing that it's very trendy. A Guy Fieri fitted V-neck sweatshirt. That's terrible. That's truly terrible.
That material is imported.
Truly horrendous. Cardigans. Eh. Again, all the same weird designs. Okay, I genuinely love that we have the Guy Fieri shirt. It's beautiful. But I'm gonna go back to, the daily. Racing jackets. There we go. And then we're gonna go up here.
Those are so comfortable.
Actually, crew emblem. Yes, please. Yeah. Ooh, and it's a sizable one this time too. I like it. I like it. Very happy. Very happy. Okay. Awesome. Well, look at that. We got a new jacket. We got a new jacket, and it looks like we spent most of the... Oh, no, it's raining. Okay. Well, does this thing have a top? No, it doesn't. Oh, boy. Oh, it does not have a top to it. Oof. A little bit of a concern. Nice Ford GT40. Granted, this is the one time of year California is actually getting rain. Happens every 7-ish years, El Nino. It's not a climate change thing. This happens, okay, I won't say every 7 years. I don't know how often it happens, but it does come through on a fairly scheduled basis. It's several years that it takes for it to come through, but you will always get something similar to El Nino. It just happens, you know? It's a thing. It's a thing. What would be important is if the Californian officials knew how to hold on to the water that they took in. For instance, Lake Berryessa, for years has been super dry, almost to the point where there is now several islands that have shown up in the middle of the lake, which is really bad. Super low water levels. As of as of this last wet spell instead of a dry spell, you have had so much water that they've had to actually drain part of the lake because it's been overflowing onto the roads, which is dangerous. But instead of draining the lake, why don't you do something with that water? Why don't you, I don't know, have a plan ahead of time? You have years in between these cycles. Why don't you have a plan ahead of time? Well, if they did, they would first have to admit that this specifically is not indicative of climate change. They would first have to admit that these specific events are not indicative of climate change. Whether or not others are, they would have to be very specific and admit that this isn't a climate change concern. This is a thing that happens in California on a rather, on a rather regular basis, not yearly, but on a scheduled, seasonal basis. They could admit that, and if they did, they could probably do something about this. But the state of California kind of sets the tone for the way that the rest of the country handles, climate policy, environmental policy, all kinds of stuff like that. Not necessarily for the best. I'm going to be very clear, not necessarily for the best. There's a lot of things that they say and they do that are not really the best way to handle things. But they set the tone for everybody else. For instance, they'll make all these platitudes that they want to about, taking care of forests or taking care of endangered species, all that kind of stuff. But the policy within the state of California is to not clean up the underbrush from their forests, causing massive forest fires. You're going to get forest fires in California during the summer because it's a particularly dry climate. It is not a wet heat. It is a very dry heat. And given that California already has a very consistent drought problem and has had that for years, they would do well to handle things like their forest floors very carefully. But instead of that, the environmental policy around clearing up the forest is to not do so because they're concerned about endangered species that may live within those forest floors. Okay, well now you're making the choice between stopping massive forest fires, not stopping forest fires in general because forest fires are natural, but stopping obscenely large forest fires like the ones in 2020 that burnt down several communities, stopping obscenely massive forest fires, or potentially endangering already endangered species that use those very, very dangerous scenarios as scenarios to live in. Personally, because I care significantly more about humanity and the human race than I do necessarily about non-humans on planet Earth, I would be much more concerned about the forest fires. I think the state of California would do well to be much more concerned about the forest fires than about, but the ground owl, guys, we have to protect the ground owl, a species of owl that cannot fly, is very bad at surviving on its own, and was on the endangered species list whether or not we would have gotten involved with things, but sure, the ground owl, who fails at doing the things that owls do. It just so happens to still look like an owl. I don't know. Look, an owl that cannot fly, I don't know, like, the ground owl is artificially, to my own understanding, And yeah, I'm not. Clearly, I know so many people are obsessed with, yeah, well, are you X, Y, or Z? No, I'm not an environmental specialist, whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't need to be. I can have opinions on things. The ground owl seems like one of the kinds of animals. If we hadn't stepped in, it probably would have died out without us, because it fails at doing the things that owls are supposed to do. It can't fly. And it's bad at surviving on the ground. Why should we take care of it? What is the ground owl providing the world that we would be without, that none of the other breeds of owls can provide us? What is the ground owl providing us that is extremely important to our environment that we would be at a massive loss without? I don't really get it. I don't really get it at all. This will be a very weird VOD. A very weird VOD to go back into and be like, yeah, I really did go on about ground owls for 10 minutes. I wonder what happened there. You know, just, it's weird. It's a bit infuriating to me that the state of California has consistently decided that ground owls, or supposedly endangered species, are a lot more important to them than, you know, human lives. Because year after year they have consistently decided endangered species lists are more important than cleaning up forest floors, which means, by extent, they are more important than making sure that human communities across their state are safe from being burned down. It is consistently more important to them that the ground owl, or whatever the endangered species happens to be, is more protected, is more environmentally protected and cared for than the people that live in their state. That is something that infuriates me, and should infuriate me. It should infuriate everybody. Imagine if your local municipality decided, yeah, I know that you're, I know that if we don't take care of this, there's a very good... Okay, middle of the country, tornadoes. Imagine if the local municipality of, you know, somewhere in the middle of Missouri decided, yes, well, I know that we have had massive tornadoes in the past and that we've had a history of terrible tornadoes tearing through our state, but instead of making sure that we put in enough storm cellars or enough tornado shelters, because the place we want to build the tornado shelters has has an endangered species of lizard or something, we can't build the shelters, and we're not going to relocate the shelters, and we're not going to relocate the lizard because we shouldn't be taking them out of their natural environment. So instead, we're just going to do nothing, and then a massive tornado blows through and destroys that community. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You might think, some people out there, I'm not saying you guys are smart. Some people out there might think, well, that's hyperbole. That wouldn't really happen. That is the active policy of the state of California. Just substitute tornadoes with forest fires. It is the active policy of the state of California that endangered species are more important than human lives. It is so infuriating. So yeah, with this massive period of flooding that's going on in California, maybe do something with that water. Because your state doesn't have water normally. You guys have to import water. Water is so much more expensive in the state of California because they have to import water. Which alone shouldn't be a problem. Ideally, that wouldn't be an issue either, because again, you would be able to take care of things and, you know, maybe desalinate or whatever. You live right next to the you live right next to the most popular coast in the world, but certainly in the country. Maybe a couple of desalination plants wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But if you're not going to do that, take care of the water that you do have, and don't drain your lakes. Put that water somewhere useful. I don't know. Water towers exist. Maybe have a stockpile of water. I don't know, something. Anything that isn't your current policy is likely to be a better policy. Likely to be a better policy. One of the many reasons I'm happy not to be living in that state anymore. Ugh. It really sucks, man. California has some of the most beautiful landscape, some of the most varied landscape in the country. Every type of climate you could want, you can find in the state of California. If the state knew how to take care of themselves, it would be in a good position right now. If it knew how to take care of itself, I probably wouldn't have left. Because, I mean, well, yeah, if it knew how to take care of itself, then, housing prices wouldn't be terrible. Taxes wouldn't be through the roof, all kinds of other stuff. But at the very least, the state would be able to remain beautiful. Right now, they're just they're throwing away any chance they have at remaining a beautiful state for much longer. My brother went back to visit some friends in California, and everything in our hometown has changed. Everything has been built up around it. Tons and tons and tons of housing has gone in, and not necessarily good housing either. It's cheaper housing that, the facade of it looks really nice, but, contractors for mass contracting are going to do what contractors for mass contracting do, and they're gonna cheap out. If it's more cost effective to not do something, then they won't do the potentially safer or at least longer lasting thing. It's not an indictment on all contractors or all construction workers out there. Of course not. My grandfather owned a construction business. But he was priced out. He was priced out of his own company, more or less, because, all of the regulations and everything were just way too expensive. He had to bring on partners, all kinds of stuff. I don't know the whole story, so I won't claim to know the whole story. But the policies and regulations and taxes in California made it more or less impossible for him to keep the business as a family business. We're doing this in a very weird order, I recognize. But I want the last one I do to be the one closest to our nightclub, so I can just park it right there. Any of the nightclub missions, if there's multiple locations I need to visit, the last one I visit will always be the one closest to the nightclub. Man, for a 10-year-old game, that's still a nice sunset. Still a beautiful sunset. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was close. That was so close. Oh, boy. Look at me. Look at me go. Nice. Okay, and we paid our We paid all of our taxes for the day. Honestly, kind of accurate to California taxes, not gonna lie. We paid all of our state taxes for the day. Very funny. Okay, so we got that handled. Let's head on over to the arcade.
Some would call that littering.
Actually, before we head over to the arcade... Yeah. Don't get your panties in a wad. We're gonna see if there's anyone I need to throw out of my nightclub real quick. Does that will happen? On a fairly regular basis. There's always someone. Okay, not thrown out, but this time.
Things are going well down there, kid. Just a phone call away.
It is very funny how quiet it is. Yeah, this guy needs to be taken, hopefully to the hospital? No, you gotta be taken home,
Marcel
okay.
tells me you're our resident humanitarian. Well, you couldn't have chosen.
Very close. Very close. We could have hit something, but we didn't. Nice and close, just how I like it. Very close shave. Speaking of which, I definitely need to shave tonight. Definitely need to shave tonight. Getting a little too itchy. Oh. It will be rather interesting to see how they try and integrate a new GTA Online. Whether they try to just say, no, it's the same, we're just updating it, or if they try to fully integrate a brand new GTA Online for GTA 6. It will certainly be something. Will certainly be something. Seeing them try to handle that. And then, of course, seeing them try to handle hackers in new GTA 6. That will be another thing entirely. It's like piracy. You can never eradicate it. All you can do is minimize its effects. You can never fully eradicate digital piracy. All you can do really to help your case when it comes to digital piracy is make digital piracy the least appealing option. Now, ideally, you don't do this by, you know, hilariously overblown criminal charges. It does not make sense to me that you know, that someone should get 10 years in federal prison for downloading Cars 3. Like that doesn't make sense to me. I get that you want to minimize that stuff, but you know, make it the least appealing option. Make it affordable for the average person to purchase your goods and services, especially your digital stuff. Make it the least cost prohibitive, and the least technologically involved, because you know it's newsflash. It's not difficult to pirate things today. But is it more difficult to pirate things than it is to simply... Is it more time-consuming to pirate things than it is expensive to purchase a subscription to a streaming service? That's the question. Now, the answer may be different for every individual because, you know, everyone's got a different financial situation going on, especially right now when financial situations are getting a bit worse in the country. And the globe as a whole, but the country especially. And then when you have companies that come out and say, like Ubisoft did, get used to not owning games you purchase, you are not at all making a good argument for why people should buy your product instead of pirating it. You are not at all making a good argument there. That is a horrendous idea. You bought a thing. You bought a product. You should own that product. You just should. You bought the product, you know? It's not a subscription you've bought. It is an object you have bought. Digital, yes, but you should own the thing that you bought. A lot of people use the same argument for NFTs. I don't necessarily see it the same way. I don't care enough about NFTs to really have any argument about NFTs. But I do see a clear distinction between NFTs and, you know, general digital products like movies and television shows and games. I do see those two things differently. But in both cases, I do believe if you buy something, you should own the thing that you buy. That's about as, you know, that's about as nuanced as my NFT take gets. I don't know. It's definitely not a particularly controversial thing to say. It's definitely, oh wow, you have the most milquetoast opinion on the thing. I could get into spicier opinions, but you know, that's only if people want them. That's only if people want them. If you're watching the VOD, like, comment, and subscribe to my VOD channel, youtube.com/@cn_games. And yeah, do comment on the VOD if you are interested in spicier takes of mine. I do know spicy. I come from California. I do know spicy. I can get pretty spicy with some of my takes. But you know, I would rather not alienate 50% of my potential audience by you know, putting an opinion out there. At the same time, you know, if it's something that matters to me, I'm not going to stay quiet about it just because I'm afraid of people not liking me. I got enough of that from growing up in the state. Well, I guess that's something I could talk about. One thing that everybody knows, but not everybody really talks about when it comes to the state of California, everybody is some level of fake there. Everybody is some level of fake there. You can do your best to minimize that for yourself, and you should, but everybody is some level of fake in the state of California. Largely out of necessity, because if everybody operates that way, everybody is expected to operate that way. But everybody is putting on some kind of mask when they interact with you. Everybody. Everybody is, and it gets tiring. For someone who wants to be genuine, it gets very tiring being fake. Extremely tiring. One of the things I'm very happy that I don't have to do anymore is pretend to enjoy or dislike something because it's what everybody else does. Now, having to hide any opinions or thoughts I have on a subject, it's very nice not having to do that where I'm currently at. Where are they? Are they on the roof? Is that what I heard? Are they over on the roof? Perhaps. I know it sucks to look at right now, especially on the stream. But it looks no better here. I'm not going to turn up the brightness because the brightness will make it look like crap. But it does not look better here. Just to be clear. Okay, now they're inside. They're definitely inside.
Santa María y Jesús! ¡Saliste!
Bye-bye.
Hey, motherfucker! Aguas, take cover!
I wonder what the NPC variation is going to be like in GTA 6. I do hope that Rockstar, not Rocksteady. I almost made the mistake there. That Rockstar does not give up on making fun of people just because, you know, just because the political climate. GTA has always been good at making fun of everybody, so please continue to make fun of everybody. Not that they're listening to me right now, of course, but, you know, continue to make fun of everybody. If you're gonna make fun of people, make fun of everybody equally. If you're going to put stereotypes of everybody, like you have done. And California is like the perfect place to do stereotypes of everybody because everybody in California is a stereotype. Like I've already stated, people are very disingenuous in California. You would do much better to make everybody a stereotype in that state. And they did. They did great in GTA 5 with that. But they should also do, if they're leaning into the Florida man trope, lean into all kinds of stereotypical tropes in the state of Florida. You know? Don't play it safe. It will be dumb to play it safe. Okay, I don't think I can make it up over there. I think I gotta go back around the long way. Okay, long way it is. We got the supplies. I imagine we're going to find some resistance. Another 20-ish minutes to get the supplies to the bunker. And we've got another 30-ish minutes until we are done, and I'm going to go grab some food. I am now starting to get hungry. Now that I've been thinking about food, I'm starting to get hungry. Don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know what I'm going to go grab, but I'm going to grab something. I'm probably going to go and grab it instead of have it delivered here. Not that I do not appreciate our delivery drivers. As one of them, I absolutely do. But because I want to get out of the house. It's been a long day. I've been in the house all day. I'd like to get out of the house, even if it's just for half an hour. Okay, well, have fun following me. Have fun following me, Latin Kings. That's not what it is. I forget what the... I really do forget what the gang is called in this game. It's the, we got Grove Street, we got the Ballers, we got... We've got the Motorcycle Club. Oh, come on. What's the other one? What's the other one? Man, I really am blanking on this. I really am blanking. Maybe I'm just getting a little too hungry. Maybe I'm starting to lose focus. I am so happy that we fixed our lag problem. You have no idea. I am so happy that we fixed our lag problem. Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you, random Hindu guy on YouTube, for helping me solve my problem. It's beautiful. It's exactly what we love to see. It's the same thing as having a random Indian guy on YouTube at 2 a.m. explain quantum physics to you. It's the exact same thing. It's just as simple. Oh man. And I didn't even comprehend what he was saying. I just paid attention to what I was looking at. Thank you, my brother. Okay, we've got a couple more supply missions we can do.
All right.
But first, deliver this. Oh, yes. 1.5 miles away. Lifesaver. Not lightsaber, lifesaver. Like the candy. Like the candy. And not lifesaver either. I remember making all those mistakes when I was 7. Okay, we're gonna come into some resistance. Yeah, it really bothers me that I can't shoot directly behind me. I'm trying to. I'm pressing left click, but I can't do it. It won't let me. Oh, that's right. When I'm in a car, R isn't reload. R is, what, real camera? Cinematic camera? Something like that? Something stupid. It's a cool looking mode. It's horrendous to try and drive, though. You gotta really pay attention to your minimap. I'm gonna see if I can do this, actually. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, we're done with that. We're done with that. That is way too annoying to look at. Thank you. Nope, I did not mean request personal aircraft. I meant request personal vehicle. So which airport was it? It couldn't have been this airport. I would have a marker for it, I think. And we can check. It'd be funny. if it actually was delivered there. But there should be like a marker for it, right? Something like that. Did it get replaced when I called my vehicle in? Yeah, it did. Okay. Good. Good. Well, let's head back into the city. I could just go directly to my bunker, but I want to make sure I'm in the city so that I know I can get this vehicle specifically for the next supply mission. Because waiting outside of the... putting my vehicle outside of the bunker entrance does not always work. It does not always work. I've been working on some more, I brought this up a couple streams back. I've been working on some more terraforming on my private Minecraft server. It's a Realm server. One of my buddies runs it. I want to get their permission before I stream on there. And it's a lot less interesting because I'm already like super far into the general progression of Minecraft over there. I'm just doing building projects at this point on that server. All in survival, but still just building projects. I'm currently halfway through terraforming an area. I'm just cutting down layer by layer this mountaintop. I want to have it all level with another build of mine. I'm going to put a castle up there. It'll be awesome. The castle design actually might be the same castle design I end up using for the Minecraft streams for the Aspion world. Might be the same. Depends. Depends. I gotta finalize my castle design. It would be helpful if I had an elytra, but I did not go to the end to grab one. I prefer to not, speedrun game progression like that. Unlike my buddy. I prefer not to speedrun Minecraft progression. That's why the streams are the chill streams.
For this resupply, you're going up to the altruist camp to take their due.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Very excited about that. That is the funniest thing that they could have possibly sent to me, or the funniest notification I could possibly have gotten. I just got a Twitter notification of Alex Jones, and it's just Alex Jones saying, "It is now among us." I gotta get a screenshot of that. It's now among us. I can hear it in his voice. I should do an AI Alex Jones where he just says, "It's now among us." AI Alex Jones would be so much fun, man. Oh, it would be so much fun. I'm sure someone's done AI Alex Jones out there. I haven't seen a really good AI Alex Jones, but I'm sure someone's done it. He has hundreds of thousands of hours of him just talking over the course of 25 years. No background music, no nothing. Just hundreds of thousands of hours of him speaking. I'm sure that there's someone who's made a really good Alex Jones bot out there. It'd be very funny. Very funny to use. Okay. The altruists should be right up there. Yeah? Oh, no. Oh, that's right. The altruists. They're down here. I remember this now. What do we need to take? What was it? I was looking for the big camp, not to be down here, but we're down here. That's what it is. We're down here. It's moving, it's going. That's how it is. Nothing? Okay. Nothing, I guess. There should be someone down there. There probably is, and I'm missing out. Ah, hello. Bonjour. I'd prefer not to. I've got the if I've got the option. If I've got the option, I'd prefer to not suck you. Bye-bye, friends. Oh man, a thermal sight on this would be nice. Granted, first person in GTA is okay at best. Okay. Wonderful. I don't know where these guys get the gear they have. Must have CIA connections or IAA connections. Whatever it is in this game. You know what I mean? The feds. Not just the FBI, but, you know, the feds in general. I love that this game is one of the things this game wants is they want you to hate the feds. I love that. Very funny. Very funny stuff. You know, it would have been nice to see these sorts of things build up over time. I get why they didn't do that. That would make it so much more difficult to actually construct all of it and design it. But it'd be nice to see, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to see some of those things. Like there's construction that's been going on next to well, not next to, but close to Maze Bank for 10 years at this point, which is, I mean, it's very Californian. I won't deny it. That's rather accurate. But, you know, it'd be nice to see maybe a little something different. Maybe.
So some supplies get handed to you on a plate, others in private military convoy. That's life. Go to the GPS point, get...
Okay, I don't like the convoy ones, but we gotta do the convoy one. That's fine, that's what it is. It's what it is. We've got just about 17 minutes left. We can do a convoy mission. We can probably do the convoy mission in under 17 minutes. Not the greatest GTA gamer out there, but I enjoy it, which is enough for me. Also, I did put up the highlight of me making the making 1.2 million points in Arkham Knight AR challenges. That was lots of fun. I gotta put that one on Reddit and be like, I gotta put that one on the
drop them at the bunker. Out.
On the funny Arkham Reddit. The funny, insane Arkham Reddit. I gotta put it up there.
On the floor! This is for your own good!
Ouch. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. The convoy has been stopped. That's the part that's important. Oh, hey, whoa, whoa, buddy. That's cheating. Okay, do I need to pull out the big guns? Or bigger guns? Because I can.
Drop it!
It is by no means difficult for me to pull out the bigger guns in this scenario. Brilliant. Okay. Come on, there you go. That's why you get some big tires. Ah, gotta love all-wheel drive. That would be interesting to... I mean, I know it's already technically a programmed function of different vehicles in this game in terms of their classification and how well they perform on different terrains. It'd be interesting to have that become a little bit more of a mechanic in GTA 6. I don't know if that means good interesting or just sort of tedious interesting, maybe a little too granular in terms of immersion detail. But certainly very interesting to see. Oh. Oh wow, that would have been a cool one to make, but so be it. We'll go up the back way. Awesome. Full supplies. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now let's wait for our CIA op to go ahead and tell us that we did a good job.
Well done.
There
now
we
the real
go.
work can get started in the lab.
There we go. Ooh, what's the cooldown time for this? Because if it's a short enough cooldown time... Nothing. Okay. You could tell me the cooldown time, game. You do have the ability to tell me. Oh well. Ooh, very interesting weather conditions. It would be very nice if this kindly old family had something I could drive to the nearest gas station, so I can go and pick up my my oppressor. Now, some people might ask, why the hell would you not just immediately go and pick and choose the vehicle before you get there? Because, dear viewer, if I were to do that, it would more likely than not actually just place the vehicle on the highway, because it believes that the highway is a closer, more easily accessible place for me to get to than just down the road over this direction. That is a quirk of vehicular pathing, or GPS pathing in this game. I'm getting a bit itchy. I don't really know why. Oh man, one of the best vehicles in the game. One of the most overpowered vehicles in the game. But certainly one of the best. I do like the helmet look. The helmet looks pretty good. This is definitely not the fastest vehicle in the game, but because of its maneuverability, it is certainly one of the most usable vehicles in the game. Most utilitarian vehicles in the game. Also, complete game breaker, 100%.
A day like this calls for a little haggis. Whatevs.
No, we're gonna go. Yeah. With you guys knowing me well enough, if you can tell me which Bruce Wayne outfit this is from, on the VOD, please, in the VOD comments, if you can tell me that, then you win my respect. You win my respect. That's really all I have to give at this point. You win my respect.
Something else I can do for you?
Visitor bonus. Thank you. We'll go over here for the spin. What's the car? Ooh, do I like the car? I mean, I already have the car, but do I like it? It's okay. It's okay.
Valet and concierge services are available to VIP members. Indulge. You deserve it.
Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. It'd be funny if it was streamer luck that I got the vehicle. It'd be very funny. Won't happen, but it'd be very funny. Hey, 40K. I'm happy with 40K. Very happy with 40K. Very happy with 40K. All right.
Hello again.
And we're trading in.
I'll be right there.
There we go. Okay.
See you again soon.
Awesome. Just wanted to handle that real quick.
Call it back. Yeah, he's pretty upset, asking a lot of questions. I think he's
I love the new jacket. Nice big logo on the back. All right, do we have any new business at the auto shop? For the last thing we do for the day, because we've got about 5 minutes left for the stream, which means realistically about 10 minutes left with the amount of time I spend yapping at the end of every stream. Do we have another thing to do? Do we have another one of these things available to us? I'll wait to go ahead and dispose of the vehicle until I know. Until I know for sure. We do. Oh, beautiful. Oh, hey. Dew yellow. Ugh. Very 80s. Which, I mean, it's a very 80s looking car. Late 80s, early 90s. It's a very Fast and Furious 1 looking car. Which I know came out in the early 2000s. That's neither here nor there. Point is, looks like a 90s car. Yeah, engine covers down below. Okay. For the hood, we're going with the sport hood. Flat 6. And deliver. Certainly moves. I'll give him that. It does move. Nice sunset too. Very GTA. I like it. You know, I really do miss the super... for the sake of streaming, it's great. But I really do miss the super busy streets, if only because it's the most Californian thing that they have about this, is the fact that no one can get anywhere in a timely manner. The least Californian thing would be gun stores in the state of California. Both because A, they were priced out, and B, California gun regulations are so niche and specific that the gun stores end up losing money. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect score. EA got the full 80K payout. Beautiful. We've made a lot of money today, which may not look like a ton of money because it's $835 million that I have in my name, but it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Let me, one thing I didn't check, which I meant to check earlier, what new vehicles are available that I care about? That's not new. Oh yeah, there's, where is it? There's old cop cars that you're supposed to be able to buy now. Is it, yeah, war stock. That's what it is. War stock. You can actually buy cop cars. I forgot about this. I don't really want to buy a cop car for $2.9 to $3.5 million. I don't really want to do that. Don't really want to do that. Can I do a mission to get them? I can probably do a mission to get them. Right? One piece of evidence from a crime scene to unlock the trade price for this vehicle. Okay. That's what that's for. And then you just have the thing. Okay. you got the thing. Whatever. This is cool. Complete LSDS disguises during the podium robbery to unlock the trade price. Okay. And police riot vehicle. It looks cool, that's for sure. Oh, but I did pick up the Raiju. I did pick up the Raiju. Because you've got this, it's so cool. I picked up the Raiju not long ago. I always want to say Raichu. It's just the Pokemon thing. I really want to say Raichu. I know it's not Raichu, but I really want to call it Raichu. All of the time. I don't know how many people actually go ahead and buy these anymore. I know I did years ago, but I don't know how many people do anymore. You know? It doesn't seem like the most logical thing to do. I mean, you could, and people can get free plans, which is annoying to me. The number of free things that people can get when they jump into this game nowadays. Beseecher is a way to raise funds for your floundering creative projects. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love that Beseecher is just GoFundMe. Man. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Give me parody. Give me satire. Give me taking the mick out of everybody. Okay? Out of everybody. This guy wants $500 for a tattoo. This woman wants $1,000 to make a movie. Hell, maybe even just to go to a movie. I don't know. Probably to make a movie. Dog chocolate. You know, it's so good. It's so funny. Ugh. This is the kind of stuff you do. This is what they need, all the little details, of course, but do that at scale. Make fun of everybody. Don't placate the audience. Don't placate a modern audience. People who like games have always liked games. People who don't like GTA are not likely to enjoy GTA just because you play to a modern audience. Don't do it. Just have fun. The people who are going to buy GTA are going to buy GTA because they want this entertainment. You know, just do, I don't know. I don't need to keep talking about it. I really don't. Everybody gets it. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. It's a common thing. A lot of people don't want to talk about it because it gets boring and annoying to talk about. So I'm good. I'll stop. Okay. Solid Galaxy safe. We're doing good on that. But we are done for the day. And we can do more of it. We can do more of it another time. Ah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy we can continue playing this game. on stream. Thank you, random Hindu man, for solving this problem for me. In fact, let me go and find that YouTube video. I'm going to go ahead and give him a shout out. Not that that matters because, you know, I'm a very small channel. But I'm going to give him a shout out anyway. Oh, look, Madam Web flopped. Oh no. Who could have possibly guessed that Madam Web was not going to do well? Who could possibly have guessed? Okay, thank you, The Random Guy Gaming, for a video with 288 views. You know what? I'm just gonna pull it up here. Anybody watching, please, anybody watching, I beg of you, please give this guy more views and more subs, please. The Random Guy Gaming, please do it. He's got more subs than I do, but still, do it. This guy deserves it. This guy solved one of the problems that has been plaguing me for years when it comes to recording this game. This guy fixed it. I don't know how he did it, but he did. So please, please go and subscribe. Go and subscribe. Go and like. Go watch the video. This guy's awesome. Anyway, we are done with the stream officially. The VOD will not be broken up into multiple parts. The VOD will just be one full VOD, which I have noticed is an issue on the stream side of things. If you want to, for words, I'm not looking directly at the camera because looking this way, one, makes it look like I'm looking at the chat, and two, is where I have my OBS and my Kick open. So I really am looking at the chat. But the stream right now says for me 2 hours 45 minutes and 10 seconds. The recording I have is 3 hours and 6 minutes. We have been going for more than 3 hours because of lag issues and because of bitrate concerns. It will slice the stream into multiple parts if there ends up being a concern like that. So go and watch the VOD because the VOD will have the entire thing. If you're interested in watching the entire stream front to back or back to front, I guess you could download it and do that. That'd be weird, but you could. Then go ahead and subscribe to my second YouTube channel, youtube.com/@CN_games. It's my VOD channel. It's my highlights channel. It will be curated gaming content once I have the time to go and record. Record, you know, pre-scripted gaming content out there, like some project updates that I will talk about later. You can also subscribe to my main channel, youtube.com/@ChristianNisus. For those of you live, it's spelled the same way as my Kick channel. For those of you watching on the VOD, it's linked in the description below, along with everything else, including this Kick channel, and a variety of ways you can support me monetarily if you really value the kind of content I'm making and would like to see me turn this into a full-time job. Then those are the ways you can support me. I'm such a small channel right now, I can't make money doing any of these things. I can't make money, through ad revenue and stuff doing these things, and I would prefer not to layer tons and tons of ads on my VODs because that sounds kind of dumb. But yeah, it's entirely voluntary. Do not feel obligated to monetarily support me unless you genuinely have enjoyed the kind of content I made and would like this to be a more regular thing for me to do, or be something I can actually make money doing. Because, ultimately, as I've said earlier in the stream, everybody who makes content for YouTube, somewhere in the back of their mind, would love for that to become their full-time job. Now, for me, it's much more prevalent. I have always wanted to be a content creator. I'm still looking for my niche. I would love for my niche to be something gaming related because that's awesome. But I'm still looking into what my niche is going to be. If you think this should be my niche, gaming in general, or live streaming in general, then of course, go ahead and support me. Let me know. Tell me that kind of stuff. But only if you genuinely want to. I don't want to, beg you for money. This is entirely voluntary, and I would be making this kind of stuff anyway, because I like to make this kind of stuff. in general. So please, do not feel obligated. Anyway, with all that being said, what I'm trying to say is thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow, approximately the same bat time, definitely the same bat channel, somewhere approximately 3 to 3:30 in the afternoon, Central Time. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, have a good rest of your day.